turned into a, what the heck's this fluid coming from? That's the driver's side rear brake line in 4 pieces, which should be one. So let's do some brakes. Brake line. So that was the one we just saw. So it goes from here. See all the fluid, rusty old Ford, to there. So I use this little the open end wrench or the adjustable to try to hold that little bracket from bending. So now I am going to replace the other side, which is a lot bigger, but you can see there's a bracket that holds it up against the rear end over here, and then it goes over to the pretty easy. It's a block mounted right to the rear end, so that one's loose. So that, I'm pretty sure that one come right out. There's a bracket. If I'm gonna pan over a little bit, there's a bracket right here. So I think once I get it out, I might be able to just pop it out. Maybe get a flat screwdriver. But the real challenge to come. Get the wrenches on there. Of course, I got an open end. No real good angle. So let me see if I can come around the corner here. There we go. Yeah, nice. It broke free. So let me go see, the whole thing's twisting, so it's inevitable it's gonna break once I remove this. But we have new, yeah, that was pretty easy break too. It's twisting the whole shebang. So I'm gonna leave that for now so it doesn't leak too bad. And then we'll show you how I'm making up the brake line. So I'm still under the truck, so it might be a little awkward. So using this, put that in there with this fancy tool. Came a couple dies, so you screw the die in, put the brake line in until it hits, and tighten a snot out of these 10mm wrenches, nuts, bolts. So push the brake line all the way in so it hits the stopper. And tighten these. I alternate, and once it starts getting snug, I'll start snugging up the other side and go back and forth. Make it as even as a squeeze as possible. Alright, unscrew this. Then we take the die. It's labeled on the nut here. It says option 1, so that's the first side that goes in. Comes with a little bit of grease. So what I do is I just touch it to the grease. That's probably a little too much, but I don't care. And then you just bury this. So if these are tight enough so it doesn't slide back, then you can take your 17 and tighten the snot out of this till it's buried. On option 1 side, not too hard. Once it's buried, pop it out. Other side. Dab of grease on option 1 side. Buried. Right, pop it out. Now you can't forget you got the lip on there now, so one unfortunate thing is you gotta loosen these nuts almost all the way up. hang. Isn't that beautiful? What's not beautiful is that the nut's still off of it, so of course you can't get it on. So when you make that mistake, the best thing to do is either cut it off and start again, or thread it through the 25 feet of friggin' stuff you got. So that's what I'm gonna do. Costly mistake. Costly mistake. Not too bad. But if I didn't have the open end, or if I already made the other end, I'd be having to cut that beautiful flare off. And thankfully with the right tools, it's much easier to make them up. So there it is. Look at that. Like nothing ever happened. So it's a beautiful commercial quality flare. And we're gonna make the up the other side now.